1015.com. It is Wednesday, the 24th of June, 2026. Here's what we've got as far as weather is concerned. Expect partly cloudy skies today. We do have about a 30% chance of rain, and as Richard mentioned moments ago, that on our radar, there's a whole bunch of rain back in the Mississippi area. Maybe West Alabama will get a little of that. We'll keep an eye on it. 87 the high today. Not too bad out there this morning. Feels pretty good. Thursday, just a little chance of rain. High of 88. Friday looking very nice. 20% chance of rain. 92. And then pretty much the same thing for Saturday and Sunday. Nice weather, but it's going to start to feel very summer-like in the low 90s, mid-90s, and then we could begin to see some heat indexes in the triple digits. So enjoy this morning because it is lovely out there.
It is not bad at all. As mornings go, we've certainly had a lot worse lately. So I agree with you. Let me tell you a horror story. Who doesn't love a good horror story?
Horror story. Okay.
Well, there's a couple of that have a fairly large tract of land that they wanted to sell, and they were listening to me, of course, waxing poetic about Granger Thagard Auction Marketing and how they could divide it up into different segments and things. So they went and they talked to Jack Granger, and he walked them through the process. He said, here's what you do, because the sum of the lots will be more than if you just sold the thing all in one piece. Well, they already had a listing agent that they were working with, and in the long run, they decided, it'll just be easier to go with the listing agent and just sell it as one piece. The listing agent really did kind of talk them into that, and that's exactly what they did. They sold the lot as one big piece, and within 2 weeks, they found out that the listing agent had broken it up into smaller pieces and was going to sell them all individually. Essentially exactly what Jack Granger had been telling them they should do. And they're like, oh, man, did we just leave a lot of money on the table? Look, I'm not trying to pick on listing agents here. It's just that this one didn't understand about that and didn't know how to do it, which is why, when all you have is a hammer, everything kind of looks like a nail. And that was the situation here. When you talk to Jack Granger, Granger Thagard Auction Marketing, about breaking up your piece into smaller lots, or just about auctioning off your home or auctioning off your piece of property for whatever reason, listen to what the man has to say. He's been doing this for almost 30 years now. He knows. He knows the scoop. He knows the business. He knows it inside and out, and he can really help you get exactly where you want to go with this. GTauctions.com, GTauctions.com, known date of sale, known date of close, and the buyer pays all the closing cost and the cost of sale. What could possibly go wrong? GTauctions.com to find out more. Let's do this.
And now, it's Dixon and Vining's top 3 things you need to know.
Well, it appears the Democratic Party has a real problem on its hands. Looking at last night's election results out of New York, Mamdani-backed socialist candidates were the big winners. Hakeem Jeffries, Chuck Schumer will try and spin this in a million different directions. Keep an eye on that today. Mamdani endorsed 3 far-left congressional candidates, and they won their primaries over more moderate incumbents and rivals. I guess we could say moderate.
2 of them were incumbents, and long-time incumbents. So,
that's right.
Wow.
Yeah. So the other thing we need to look at, if you're looking down the road a little bit further, watch out, because more and more it's looking like maybe AOC might be the front runner for the Democrats in 2028. So we'll have to keep an eye on that and see what happens. So,
possible.
Yeah, that is possible.
On the other hand, I don't think that she's going to have the national appeal. It's going to be difficult for her to win in swing states. When you think about it, Pennsylvania is a swing state. Are they going to put up with her in Arizona? Are they going to put up with her in?
It's hard to tell at this point, but
Nevada?
you think about who else is out there other than Kamala.
Buttigieg, I think, is
Buttigieg,
interested.
I don't know.
I think Bernie's too old. I don't think he's going to run again. But we'll see.
Yeah, we will see about this. The Department of Justice yesterday held a press conference and announced that they charged 455 defendants with some type of health care fraud that amounted to more than $6.5 billion. It's the largest health services fraud takedown in U.S. history. Medicare, Medicaid, hospice care, opioid distribution, wound treatment, and genetic testing fraud were just part of the DOJ and what they found. This was truly a massive operation they investigated. Involved federal state authorities across 57 federal court districts and 41 states plus and territories. 90 medical professionals were charged more than $127 million in cash, luxury vehicles, jewelry, and other assets that were seized. Hopefully, the unveiling of a new data sharing agreement made among federal agencies, which is designed to identify fraud more quickly using advanced analytics, will help catch fraud a little bit sooner. But this was a massive, massive deal, and great job by the DOJ and other authorities that helped to really put all this together, because you know something this massive took a little while to find out where the fraud is. And then, again, 455 defendants. There's going to be more, too.
Yeah.
You know it.
As you pointed out an hour ago, I do believe this was the low-hanging fruit. I think this was the easy stuff to get. Now they're going to have to dig in and see if they can't find the stuff where people were a little bit more sly and tricky.
Yeah, a little more savvy in all of it.
And they'll get there.
Yep. And finally, this story, Anthony Fauci has been subpoenaed to testify publicly before a Senate panel after it was learned that he may have provided misleading testimony to lawmakers, which we've been talking about over and over again. He, of course, is the former director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases and was right in the center of the COVID-19 pandemic, spoke about his thoughts on the origin of the disease. Fauci declined to testify voluntarily, so he's expected to appear next month to answer questions. Now, the subpoena follows declassified documents. Tulsi Gabbard just spoke about this last week and brought to light, she says, contradict Fauci's sworn congressional testimony of the origins of COVID-19. There was the big deal about, it came, from a wet market. He knew all about. Anthony Fauci knew everything that was going on in that Wuhan lab, gain of function and all of those things. He was at the center of this, and he was the one pushing the narrative. Oh, no, it came from a wet market. Don't look here. There's nothing to see. Just think of the information that we may have had much quicker, much sooner, lives that could have been saved had we known that it came from the lab and what was going on in that lab. Instead, he tried to cover it up, and we lost thousands and thousands and thousands of Americans. I know a personal friend who lost her mother and father due to COVID. And I'm just like, he did so much harm, and he could have done so much good, but get him back in there, get him under, swear him in again and ask him these questions. And Rand Paul will be right at the center of it.
And, now others are beginning to say, okay, this has never been done before, but maybe we need to pursue this undoing the pardon because it was signed with the auto pen.
Amen.
Which you'd have to prove that Joe Biden did not know that Anthony Fauci was being pardoned. The pardon power is exclusively the president's. It's also plenary power, they say, which means that only the president can pardon somebody. It can't be a group of 3 or 4 people while Biden's in bed saying, well, maybe we should pardon Fauci. Because if that's what happened, then, this pardon does not wash. On the other hand, Joe Biden himself said, no, I wanted to pardon him. It was my intention to pardon him. Consequently, whether it was signed with the auto pen or not may not make a difference. You could go to court and fight over this for years. I'm not sure you'd win it.
And I think that's really sad because Anthony Fauci, I think many Americans would agree, should be held accountable for what he did.
Well, the fact that they felt the need to pardon him speaks volumes, doesn't it?
It does. And the other problem is, too, and we've mentioned it before, because the cognitive decline that Joe Biden is in, he's not going to even remember whether he said, yes, I want to pardon him with the auto pen, or even remembered saying yes, or maybe he didn't. And it may take somebody within that circle that had something to do with the auto pen that comes forward, and because it can't be Joe Biden.
No.
You can't. We've already been down this road where he can't testify because he's an adult old man.
He's an adult old man with a bad memory.
Right.
We found that out.
So how do you go down this road with him about whether he approved the signing or not? It's a big. It's a huge question.
You certainly don't let him drive. I'll tell you that.
No.
Hey, Katrina is the name that we were missing from that telephone number earlier, and she said, no, she really likes the shirt. She's from Helena.
And now you know.
Katrina from Helena.
Thanks, Katrina.
We appreciate you.
Katrina from Helena.
That's what we're going to call you from now on. Katrina from Helena. You're just stuck with that. And Richard the cop just wants to drop this line this morning. Dear Uber Lyft clients, please get in, shut up, buckle up, and hold on. Your assistance in driving directions is not needed. we have a GPS.
Wow.
Right
He's-
after we go to Bucky's.
He's having a rough morning. That's exactly right.
That's good.
This is how you deal at Bucky's. I guess this is how you deal in his Uber car.
Mr. Friendly.
Whoa.
That's the friendly Uber driver we're
Mm-hmm.
looking for. Get in, shut up, buckle up, and hold on.
Usually it's
wow.
the passenger that tells the driver, hey, listen, I'm not into small chat.
Yeah. I don't want
Instead,
to talk.
it's
Richard's
the
telling
driver.
you, I'm the driver. I don't care to talk to you.
Can I get a deaf driver, please? That would be perfect. 7:16 with Dixon inviting Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Stick around.
Let the music play on, play on, play on, play on.
There was only one guy in music that was bigger than Lionel Richie at this time, and that was Michael Jackson. Later, Phil Collins joined their ranks. 720 Talk 995, talk995.com.
You know he's 77 now.
77.
I think he just turned 77.
Wow.
Looking pretty good.
You know who else is 77 today? The Bionic Woman.
Yeah. And
Lindsay Wagner.
See, Lee Majors is 10 years
Yep,
older.
87.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I saw that. Did it pop up on
We are getting
Facebook?
older.
I saw that last night. I was like, whoa,
Mm.
you.
We are getting older by the minute here, which I guess is better than the alternative.
Yes. Thank you, Lord, for another blessed day.
Another blessed minute.
Another
We're
blessed
already going to
minute.
start thanking you by the minute. We'll take it. Yeah. Every minute is a new one. It's another chance to get on a boat from Rodney's Marine out at Lake Logan Martin. What a wonderful organization they have out there. 15 years in the business now. And they started off small and have now expanded and expanded to quite the operation, to the point where, they've got the fabulous concierge service. They got that valet service where you park your boat. Well, they park your boat for you, basically. You call them and say, I'm coming. They take it out. They put it in the water for you. They do everything that needs to be done, make sure it's all gassed up, ready to go. And all you have to do is take it out, have the fun, bring it back, hand them the keys. There you go. You're done. They take care of everything else. You get just the fun parts of boat ownership at that point. And the other parts aren't terrible, don't get me wrong. But, it's nice to just not have to worry about it. And Rodney's Marine offers that service.
It's awesome out there. Starcraft, Silverwave pontoons, Savannah Center consoles with Suzuki power on the back of that boat.
You got like
and
2
now,
more weeks, 10 more days maybe of this.
Now with until July 2nd, take advantage of it. The Suzuki engine normally comes with a 5-year warranty, but they're going to give you a 7-year warranty. Ask Rodney and the guys about it. Maybe you've got a boat right now and you're like, yeah, I want to up power. I really want to up power the Suzuki engine. This would be a good time to get over to Rodney's and take advantage of it and get you a new Suzuki engine. Take advantage of that 7-year limited warranty. And we think the world of Rodney and the folks that are out there, his wife Kimberly, a part of everything that goes on out there each day, the accessories that they provide. They can either put it on the boat for you, or you can go by, purchase it, and put those things on your boat. And he'll deliver that boat pretty much anywhere across central Alabama. Put it on a trailer and get it to your driveway so you can enjoy it at whatever lake that you are currently on.
One of the biggest dealers of those two brands in this area, so you can count on getting the best possible price, plus in-house financing. Tough to go wrong. Lake Logan Martin, Highway 231, a beautiful Cropwell. Rodney'sMarine.com, and, of course, on their Facebook page. And what's their phone number?
It is 525-1500. Give them a call today or go by and see them.
I knew that.
And hug them and tell them we said hey.
This hug's from Richard.
That's right, or Val.
Get away.
Here.
The Media Research Center is out to prove that ABC's The View is a political operation, not a bona fide news interview program, as the network battles the FCC over equal time for political candidates. Here's something that people don't know, and we've been in radio for a really long time. Ronald Reagan kind of destroyed the equal time thing. He said, well, let the networks decide what they want and who they should be seeing. And basically, they quit enforcing it is what it comes down to. And so it hasn't been enforced for a really, really, really long time. And Donald Trump is the first person who's now come along and said, I think it's time that we actually start enforcing this thing, because what's going on is you're having all these Democrats on, and you're having no Republicans on. And when you do have a Republican on, all you do is beat him up. And he's talking not just to The View, he's talking to anybody and everybody in the so-called news game. And yes, supposedly news organizations, that is to say ABC Nightly News, NBC Nightly News, they don't qualify. You don't have to have equal time on a news show. Why? Because one day all the news might be about Democrats, and the next day all the news might be about Republicans, and you can't have equal time because you have to go where the news takes you, you know?
Yeah.
So news programs are exempt. CBS has for a long time gotten away with, 60 Minutes is a news program. No, it's not. And now ABC is trying to sell The View as a news program.
No, they're not.
Does anybody think The View is a news program?
No.
It's not even close to a news program. It's a joke is what it is. We technically are not a news program either, but we do try to make sure that we give, like when we were interviewing candidates running before the primary, we tried to have Republicans. We asked them all. And that's, by the way, that's all you can do.
Yeah.
Is ask them.
Say we're giving you a formal invitation if you would like to come.
Yeah.
Then it's up to you about whether you come or not.
If they choose not to, there's not much we can do about it. They don't get to complain later either.
No.
So, Media Research Center, right-leaning organization, has been paying a lot of attention to this stuff. For nearly 4 decades, the MRC has been an unrelenting media watchdog and a counterforce to activism in America's newsrooms, broadcast networks, and big tech platforms. As such, the MRC is uniquely qualified to respond to the Commission's request for comment on Disney ABC's petition to declare that the daytime television program The View qualifies as a bona fide news interview program. MRC President David Bozell wrote to the FCC. ABC claims that its daytime television program, The View, is a bona fide news interview program and thus should be exempt from Congress's equal opportunity rules. This claim is belied by the facts. Bozell continues. While The View may only once have qualified or may have once qualified for an exemption, the evidence shows that it has for years operated for political purposes and is therefore not entitled to an exemption to the law. I think he's talking about back when Barbara Walters was on there.
Yeah.
And she tried to keep an even keel on that ship.
Yeah, I think Whoopi took over is kind of what happened there.
Yeah, well, Rosie O'Donnell first
Yeah.
went a little nuts, started talking about 9/11 conspiracies and whatnot, and they said, we can't keep her around for too much longer and sent her packing.
And out
And
of
then-
the country.
yeah.
Bye-bye. And now back.
Oh, gosh, we miss you.
Uh,
We missed you so much. And then, yeah, Whoopi sort of stepped in, and it's nothing more frustrating than watching people try to talk about things they know nothing about and haven't even bothered to do the slightest bit of research on, you know?
well, and it gets them in trouble quite a bit because
Well,
that's
sure.
why they've got attorneys all over the stage.
Yeah. I mean,
On the front row of the audience going, don't you say that.
Don't say that. Don't say that. You remember,
Ah.
I mean, when Joe Biden got elected, Whoopi had the stupidity to say, I think Dr. Jill Biden should be the Surgeon General. She thought she was an actual medical doctor. I mean, she had done not one bit of research on the subject to find out that Jill Biden had a doctorate in education, barely, and that her the people who had read her doctoral dissertation were horrified by how bad it was, how poorly written it was. I mean, literally, there were grammar and punctuation mistakes in it. For a doctoral thesis, this is one of those the fix was in deals where she was going to get a doctorate no matter what. And, just horrific, absolutely awful. Nonetheless, when you look at the rest of the people who have been there, it seems like every time they get anybody who has any sort of intelligence at all, they shoo them away. They run them off as quickly as humanly possible, both Democrats and Republicans. Some of the Republican women that they have had on there have been relatively bright. Some, actually left and went to Fox News. Some had come from Fox News, and they were speaking facts, truth to power. Well, the other four didn't like that. You got to go now.
Right. You're not part of the gang.
I'm sorry. You're supposed to be saying
Stepping outside of the lines here. Yeah, they had something like almost 2,500 separate pieces of evidence documenting what The View was doing.
Mhm.
And that's why some of this has moved forward.
willful electioneering.
Yeah.
18-page letter argues the ABC News program is not based on newsworthiness, but rather for partisan purposes such as advancing a preferred candidate. The letter listed multiple examples, including co-host Whoopi Goldberg telling the audience, you know what to do on Election Day.
Wow.
Great
Yeah,
googling,
that's
googling.
That's a good news organization right there. Tell your viewers how to vote. Pretty much.
It's sad they took what was once a fairly decent program and drove it into the ground over a period of years to the point where it's just the same old hackney joke again and again and again.
And still
again.
interesting that J.D. Vance was recently on with them.
Yep.
I wonder if it was part of this.
Well,
we better put J.D. on so it'll look like we're talking to both sides.
It's true. I think there are people who would love to go on The View. There are Republicans who would love to go on The View. Conservatives who would love to go on The View. And they won't invite them. They won't have them on.
No.
They'd be like, I don't think so.
And I'm sure they hated every second of J.D. being on.
Oh, probably.
And
of course, what they do is they talk over the top of you, anything that they can to try to keep you from actually making your point. I've seen enough CNN to know that. 7:30, Dixon and Vining, breakfast hacks coming your way. Stick around. Lisa Loeb was Johnny Depp's next-door neighbor. And
That's funny.
he attended a party at her place, and she played this song. And he said, that's fantastic. We got to put this in a movie. And it ended up in What's Eating Gilbert Grape, which is how it actually ended up charting, and she became somebody. Somebody who once laid down in the I-95 parking lot and took a nap.
It's the most bizarre day. It really was.
Just one of the many great stories we have in radio,
there's
though,
a
huh?
ton of those.
So many good ones.
Yep.
So many good ones.
Mm-hmm.
7:35 with Dixon and Vining on Talk 99.5 and Talk995.com. When you are in need of a roofer, it could be something as simple as a repair, you know? You might be looking at, some shingles got blown off during the last storm. I really need to, look into that and see if there's something I can do about that. Well, the answer is very simple, hhmroofs.com. hhmroofs.com. When you go there, you're going to find a number of videos that'll sort of explain to you what it is they do, how they do it. Of course, they do repairs. They do emergency service in case you had like a tree fall in your house, something like that. They can go ahead and just rip the whole roof off and replace it from stem to stern. What really interests me about them is that roofing companies are notorious. There's always going to be something or somebody who doesn't like what they do. All 5-star reviews. All 5-star reviews. That is truly amazing. So whether you're looking for an inspection, an installation, a replacement, you want a repair or maintenance or emergency roofing services, all you need to do is visit hhmroofs.com or call them 396-7077. 396-7077. Their website, by the way, has got that instant estimator on it, so you can kind of plug in how big your house is, and they'll give you an idea of what it's going to run for the kind of roof that you want to put on. And by the way, they put them all on. They do shingles, and they do metal, and they do tile, and they do all the good stuff. So check them out, HHM Roofing and Construction. I wouldn't use anybody else because I know these guys are straightforward, honest, and man, like I said, all those 5-star reviews. HHM Roofing and Construction, 396-7077, hhmroofs.com, 7:37 our time. Yesterday, we talked a little bit about Chick-fil-A hacks. Most of them involve just getting 2 different Chick-fil-A items and pouring one on the other.
Something like that.
Not that big a hack, in my opinion, and neither are these McDonald's secret breakfast menu items, as they claim. When you get right down to it, anybody can come up with this nonsense, and I have in the past. Number 1, the hash brown McMuffin. To get a hash brown McMuffin, you order go-to egg McMuffin alongside a crispy hash brown. Pull apart the English muffin bun, slide that golden potato patty on top of the egg and melted cheese and squish it back together. Oh, genius.
Yay.
I've never done that, but I bet that's really good.
It is.
A little simple.
It's absolutely delicious.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, and I cannot tell you how much I hate to admit this, those little hash brown discs are among the greatest things on God's earth, in my opinion. And so I don't really want to just blend the taste in with the, like I should buy 2 of
It
them,
should
put
be
one
by
on the
itself.
McMuffin, and then have
Right.
another one that I can just eat
There you go.
on its own.
Yeah.
They're greasy and they're
Do
salty and
do
they're
they
crispy.
need to make them instead of oblong? They need to make it round so
I-
it'll
I
fit
can-
on the English muffin.
I can cut it to get it
Yeah.
to size if
But
necessary.
I'm just saying, why don't they just make that sandwich?
Don't make it smaller.
No,
don't you dare.
But I mean,
Yeah.
make it the size of the English muffin.
Come up with one
and,
that is smaller.
and it's just that for
You could do
that.
that.
I think they ought to do that.
You could do that. I occasionally will run across it. I think I saw these at Aldi the other day, a box of those potato discs.
Yes.
And you can air fry them.
Right.
You know?
And they have. I think they also sell them at Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
I think it was Trader Joe's.
You put it in there for about 20 minutes on 400 to get it defrosted and then crisped up. And in the middle somewhere, pull it out and spray it with a little bit of cooking oil, cooking spray. And you pretty much got a McDonald's crispy hash brown in your hands.
Nothing wrong with that. It's like
Except for the weight that it puts on you.
Right.
The McCrape. What
Oh,
exactly is this?
what?
Yeah, what is that?
Well, first you order a stack of hotcakes
Okay.
and a fruit and yogurt parfait. Take one of the warm pancakes, spoon a generous amount of the vanilla yogurt and mixed berries right down the middle. Fold the edges over the filling just like a real crepe.
Huh.
Top it off with a drizzle of maple syrup and you're good to go.
Wow.
You better be wearing the lunch buddy
Yeah. Maybe a couple of lunch
or
buddies.
possibly the breakfast buddy. I'm not sure. The cool tart berries and creamy yogurt contrast perfectly with the warm, fluffy hotcakes, making a cheap drive-through breakfast feel like a fun weekend brunch. I don't know where you're eating brunch, but okay. How about the Snickers iced coffee?
Oh, do tell.
This one is actually a little bit interesting. Ask for a large McCafe iced hazelnut coffee,
Okay.
customized with 1 pump of chocolate syrup, 1 pump of caramel syrup, and a heavy drizzle of caramel on top. The sweet mixology trick perfectly replicates the rich, nutty, and chocolatey notes of a Snickers bar. Gives you an incredible jolt of sweet energy to power you through tough mornings, all while saving you a few bucks compared to a fancy cafe. Although, the calories are kind of higher.
Yeah, we're not counting calories at McDonald's.
Breakfast tacos.
Yeah.
If you're craving a massive comfort meal, order a big breakfast with hotcakes and ask for an extra sausage patty. Skip the biscuit entirely. Fold the warm hotcakes down the middle and use them as taco shells. Cut up the sausage, layer it inside the pancakes with the scrambled eggs. Crumble your crispy hash browns right over the top and finish it with a heavy drizzle of syrup. It's an amazing hack because it gives you a sweet and savory
I'm
bite.
seeing a video of it, and I'm like, this looks delicious.
Not too shabby. Not too shabby. I could see that.
Yeah, it's just a pancake sandwich
That's
with
it.
all your stuff in it.
That's about it.
Hash browns and sausage and
Eggs.
and
Get your fluffy
cheese.
egg.
And, yum.
Savory meat, crunchy potato. There you go. How about the Meat Lovers McMuffin? This is where you ask for the extra protein. You get the sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin. Tell them to add regular crispy bacon and Canadian bacon directly into the build, loading 3 different breakfast meats into 1 English muffin, turning a simple morning sandwich into a hearty meal. Honey buttered chicken biscuit. Whataburger sells these for breakfast.
Really?
If you live in an area that doesn't officially serve Southern-style honey butter chicken breakfast items, you can easily build your own at the counter. Just grab a standard McDonald's chicken biscuit, then snag a few butter and honey packets from the condiment station. Open up the warm biscuit, spread the butter over the crispy chicken patty, and drizzle honey all over it before closing it back up. The way the sticky honey melts into the rich, salty butter completely transforms the basic chicken biscuit into a sweet, savory, and incredibly comforting morning meal.
See, I think McDonald's ought to be listening to some of these hacks and just start making the sandwiches that way.
Come on, guys, you can do this.
Really?
We believe in you. How about the Egg Bun McMuffin? This is the last one. This is where, instead of using the muffin,
The Egg McMuffin.
yeah, you actually ask for 2 fluffy round eggs. You're replacing the English muffin with the eggs, you see, and you're putting the sausage patty and the melted cheese in between them.
Got it.
You got the high-protein round eggs, a surprisingly clean and delicious breakfast experience. Gives you a great keto-friendly alternative that doesn't skip out on the classic morning flavors you want, keeping you full for hours without any of the carb crash later.
Now, the other thing I'm seeing is 2 sausage patties and the egg in the middle with the cheese.
Oh, I could see that.
See what I'm saying?
Why
you
not?
make the sausage patties
Yeah.
the bread.
Sure. We could do that.
Yeah. Which is healthier? Probably the egg.
I think sometimes people get a little bent out of shape about things like muffins, though. You know, I mean,
An English muffin? What's
is,
wrong with that?
Yeah, an English muffin is not that many calories. It's not that
not
many
bad.
carbs if you do it right.
It's better for you than a biscuit.
Yeah,
If you're gonna-
absolutely.
You know?
And you know, I buy only the low carb tortillas, which are delicious, by the way. There's nothing wrong with them. You could make a breakfast sandwich or a breakfast wrap out of those very easily, and you know, you're not losing the bready aspect of it or the wrap thing that you can hold on to that makes it easy. You know, we need, and I don't know why they don't do more of this. I guess every single fast food, and I learned about this from the Penn Jillette book, Presto, How I Lost 100 Pounds Eating Potatoes. It's a great book. But the American diet is heavy on salt, fat, and sugar. We love those 3 things. So if you could go and get an Egg McMuffin and somehow magically remove half the sodium from it, my guess is it wouldn't taste significantly different. But they just load everything down with so much salt. I buy fat-free cheese. Like I said, I can't tell the difference. I eat these fat-free slices. They're American slices. They taste exactly like Kraft to me, and I don't know why they don't have an option like that when it comes to fast food burgers or fast food Egg McMuffins, because it's 30 calories as opposed to 100 calories. I mean, I'm saving 70 calories with something like that. So you look at it and go, come on, guys, Work with us just a little bit. Well, we wouldn't sell enough of them. Valerie's not going to go for the low-fat sour cream.
No. You put that stuff in front of me, and it's going in the trash. What's the point? Come on. Life is too short.
I would like credit for somehow avoiding Taco Bell for the last 8 solid days.
Wow. Congratulations, Richard.
I know. I feel special.
I haven't been to Taco Bell in like 25 years.
I keep
and
seeing
Richard's
them.
like, I've gone 8 days without a Taco Bell.
They're popping up everywhere. They're everywhere I go, and I'm like, man, I love Taco Bell so much. It's a craving now. It's like I just want.
See, that's why I shouldn't go.
Yeah, you
because I know
probably
the minute I start, there's one brand new one right around the corner of my house, and I'm like, I'll be there every day if I start this.
This is as hard as kicking cigarettes, I'm telling you.
Wow.
There's just too many of them.
He's on crack.
There's just too many of them. And I have money in my pocket.
Oh.
I'm a grown-ass man. I'll eat
And
Taco
you know what?
Bell
You
if I
can
want.
have it
No,
if you
won't.
want it.
No, you won't. You have to stop that. Your pants won't fit before long. 746 with Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5. Forget about the things I said when I was drunk. I didn't mean to call you that. One of the greatest lines in music. I didn't mean to call you that. 749 Dixon Dividing, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Thanks for tuning in. We have got a lovely day in store. It should be drier than we have been of late. High in the mid to upper 80s, 87. And then it just gets hotter as the week wears on. Best chance of rain really is tomorrow. But I don't think we're going to see it then either. I'm just that's just me spitballing. I'm just making stuff up as I go.
You sure
along.
are. You're making it all up.
I was making stuff
It's
up
like a
as I go along.
20% chance of rain tomorrow.
Yeah, it's the best chance of this week.
Well, 30 today,
No.
20 tomorrow.
No, 30
yes,
today?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
Now I'm making it up.
Yes, you are.
Right.
Why are you inventing things?
I don't know.
Apparently,
If you're in Mississippi, though, you're getting soaking wet.
according to a listener
Yes.
who did some research on the subject,
Mm-hmm.
it was the neighbor Ethan Hawke of
Yes.
Lisa Loeb.
My sister-in-law,
Oh, your
Shanna,
sister-in-law.
Shanna,
All right, Shannon.
was the one that sent it.
Well,
Said,
thank you. We
I
appreciate
don't
that.
think he's right about that. You're right,
Well, you
Shanna.
were
It's
right. I was not right about that.
It's
You know
Ethan
what?
Hawke.
I heard that from Casey Kasem on America's Top
Well, you know
40.
what? We need. Well, he's dead.
He's dead. Should we
I was
dig him
gonna
up?
say, we
you want
need
to dig him up and
we
slap
need
him
to-
around?
We need to send him something
Yeah.
and correct him.
Let's dig him up and slap him around a little bit. We can find his grave. I'm not
Casey
sure where he is
Kasem
anymore.
made it up.
That's that lying bastard.
Mm-hmm.
It actually ended up in Ben Stiller's Reality Bites, but it was in What's Eating Gilbert Grape as well.
Yeah.
Interestingly, Ben Stiller has a new film, sports comedy film, coming to Apple TV July 24th. It's called The Dink. It is about a washed-up tennis player, not played by Stiller, Jake Johnson. You might remember him from New Girl. He stars as a washed-up former tennis pro dealing with an injury. To rehabilitate, he's unexpectedly prescribed the rapidly growing sport of pickleball.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the Fokker in-laws, which is coming up as well. That's the, fourth installment of the Meet the Parents group.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the first one was funny, and they got less funny as they went on. Second one, not as funny. Third one, significantly less funny. Funniest thing about the second one, I think, was Dustin Hoffman, because he doesn't appear in a lot of comedies, so I thought he was actually pretty good in that.
usually plays kind of a straight guy.
Aqua Systems water is the best stuff on earth. The H2O that you get from a whole home system cannot be beat. Every single day in the shower, I stand there and let it wash over me. The fabulous, perfectly clear, perfectly clean water that I absolutely adore. The soap suds up so much better. You know, I bought a giant, one of those bricks of soap from Sam's Club, the Irish Spring. I bought that like when I moved into this house. I'm still using the same soap. That's how much you get more out of your soap from Aqua Systems. It's true. Same is true. I mean, I use less laundry detergent. I use less dishwashing detergent. I use less cleaning products. Everything works better with Aqua Systems water. And everything tastes better when you cook with it, too. Find out for yourself by getting a free, no-obligation demonstration. A non-commissioned salesperson can either come to your home or do it over Zoom if that's what you want, test your water for you, show you where you're off the mark and why Aqua Systems is so much better. Then they leave you alone, let you make up your own mind because he's non-commissioned. He doesn't, when you buy something, he doesn't get paid any more. You don't buy something, he doesn't get paid any less, okay? So their job is simply to educate you and then let you make your own decision. Call them at 383-3999, and don't forget right now, 10% off your installation, up to $250 in celebration of the 250th birthday of America. America. And everything being American-made, there that Aqua Systems uses. Aqua Systems. 383-3999, 383-3999, or iwantgreatwater.com. Jay says, I seen a video that the egg sausage was made into a taco. Oh, you seen that, Jay? Good.
That's what he said.
He's seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I seen it, too. My McDonald's hack, order a biscuit and throw it in the trash, says Sam.
Whoa. Don't be so wasteful, Sam.
That does seem like a waste of money.
Goodness
Why don't you just
gracious.
drive by the McDonald's instead?
Oh, why don't you just take like $3.50 and throw it in the garbage? McDonald's has the best hash browns of all the fast food chains. The McGriddle is very good with a hash brown smashed into the delicious pancake buns, says Tyler.
Yeah.
I could see that.
McGriddle, man, that is just heaven for breakfast. I can't imagine putting a hash brown in there.
Might be too much.
Might be.
Might be too much.
I might be like, I just can't do this.
There's too much goodness.
There's
I can't handle it.
You know that McGriddle now, they're selling it in the freezer section of some of the grocery stores. It's not McDonald's, but
That's Jimmy Dean, I think, yeah.
with the they figured out now to make that same thing. And you know, pancakes reheat really easy.
They do,
and they taste just great.
Every bit as good as they did the first time.
Ooh, they might be selling a lot of those.
What is it with I don't know. I make pancakes occasionally, only when I'm in the mood, and I don't crave them very often. But when I do, it's all I want. But why is it the first pancake never really turns out very good?
I don't understand that either.
It's like
it's the third one, not even the second one. Sometimes doesn't come out.
No,
right.
it's like children. The first one is always just a little off, you know.
It's that middle child that's just right there.
Marsha.
That's right.
Jay sent from the app, why would a cop have advice for Uber passengers? To which Steve replied, he's now an Uber driver. And Jay said, I know I was being a smartass.
Well, all right.
Gotcha.
Thanks, Jay. Taco Bell opened up a late hours restaurant at the 304 exit in Coleman. Well, I'll make that
drive. We're not driving to Coleman.
No, I'll make that drive.
What the heck?
At late hours.
To check out the new one?
I'm all about it. You must go to McDonald's. They have brought back the fried apple pie, and it tastes like my childhood. Also, the whipped butter will not melt in the car in this heat. Found that out the other day and was amazed.
Well, maybe that you might not need to eat that then.
I'm
if
not
it doesn't
sure.
Melt.
Not sure.
If you can't put it like on your dashboard and watch it melt,
there's something wrong with it.
There's something in
That's
there
like
that you
I
probably
told
don't want to take in.
We've discussed this. What's the date today? Today is the 24th. I bought a loaf of bread, and I'm not going to say what brand it was. The date just a few days before my sister showed up for her May 29th birthday. There's nothing wrong with the bread. There's no mold on it. There's nothing. I'm like, there's something wrong with this bread. It cannot last a month.
So now it's become a science experiment for you?
No, I just threw it away. I was like, I'm not eating this. Bread that does not mold, there's something wrong with it.
Genetically modified.
I'm uncomfortable with that. If it doesn't mold, if it doesn't change, then what's happening when you ingest it? I mean, seriously, is there enough chemicals in it to keep it from?
It will keep you from molding. I think that's good.
Is that what's going on there?
Yes.
I don't know. That's just weird to me. You just expect it to mold.
I have recently, and I try to stay away from bread. I don't eat a lot of it. But when I do eat it, I've decided I'm just not going to go down that lame-ass bread road any longer. I am buying
going full throttle?
Aldi has a great sourdough sliced loaf that I absolutely adore. It is like my favorite. It's like I want the bread to actually have texture. It shouldn't just be a vehicle for the meat in the sandwich.
Yeah.
It should actually be a part of the sandwich. And I love that, and this is like my favorite bread. I can never get through an entire loaf without it going bad on me.
So is the outside of the loaf a little crunchy, I guess is the way to it's got a little
I like that.
Substance to
my
it.
thing, and I usually toast it. I'm a toaster bread guy. I rarely eat just untoasted. I mean, if I'm making a sandwich, it's going to involve some ham, some turkey, a little bacon. We're going to throw some onions
You're doing
on there.
Dagwood
There's going to be
is
cheese.
what you're doing.
There's going to be
Yeah.
I mean, I don't do things halfway anymore.
No, might as like we're talking about yesterday. It's that
you
one
were?
meal.
Yeah.
It's that one meal, man. Go big, right?
Make sure it's good.
Yeah.
You want to make sure it's good. Let's see. Dave says, hey, Steve, is Talk 99.5 broadcasting at reduced power?
No, we got hit over the weekend.
What did we get hit by?
And lightning.
A smooth criminal?
Yeah, and some of the bad weather. So, yes, we're a little lower power if you're not. But, here's the thing. You've got all these options. Streaming, YouTube, download the app. You can listen to us on the app if you're having any issue. But if you're listening straight from the radio, we're working on it. So, sorry about that if you're outside of the Birmingham area. Usually we go a whole lot further. Right now we're not.
Dave, perhaps you should listen harder.
Right. Well, and I
Is
did
that
have
what
somebody.
it takes?
I had somebody call from the Tuscaloosa area early this morning saying they were having the same problem in the evening time, and I had been told last time I mentioned this to our engineering staff that it was atmospherics.
Oh yeah.
So
No,
I didn't realize
this isn't.
I didn't realize we'd been hit by lightning.
We got hit pretty hard over the weekend, and engineering's working on that. So again, another reason to download our app.
Exactly. Go for it.
Watch us on YouTube.
McDonald's steak and cheese egg bagel is very good also, says Jim. Artisan bread for the win. Artesian bread for the win, says Brian. Okay. Don't be so wasteful, Val. See, Sam is now picking on you.
What?
Sam,
What'd I
the guy
do?
who threw away bread.
Well, it's a month old.
The Taco Bell in Nashville sells booze. It was a heavenly experience, Sam, also.
They got a liquor license?
I like it.
Oh, something's up with that.
You must try the hash browns from Bojangles. They are round and seasoned, fatty approved, says Brian. All righty. My doctor said don't eat anything fatty. And I said, you mean like fast food hash browns? He said, no, don't eat anything fatty. 8 o'clock, Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5.